Asian financial markets have had a muted response to the phone call between US President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping on Thursday. The two leaders agreed to address trade tensions but left details to be ironed out in future talks. Analysts say the uncertainty and the public fallout between Trump and Elon Musk have kept investors cautious. China's main indices dipped when markets opened on Friday. Let's go to Beijing and speak to Katrina Yu. So, Katrina, what has been China's take on this call between the two leaders?
Well, China's foreign ministry released its own readout following news that this call had taken place. It wasn't as gushy as Trump's own description, and Beijing did insist that it was Trump and not Xi Jinping who insisted on this call, but overall it was quite positive. Xi Jinping likened the bilateral relationship to a giant ship, and it said it was the responsibility of both these leaders to take the helm and steer it in the right direction. He said that what was agreed to in Geneva should be maintained, that there should be no disturbances. And he also denied that China violated at all its side of the bargain, but we do not know if it was agreed that China would continue to send its rare earth minerals, although that's certainly what Trump implied. It also said that Xi Jinping demanded that these negative measures taken against Beijing would be withdrawn, and that includes the restriction to chip-making devices and high-tech chips. But there was a win that was mentioned, and it said that Xi Jinping was told by Trump that Chinese students would be allowed and welcome to study in the United States. That's despite this recent threat from his administration that Chinese students there would have their visas revoked. And it ended the statement saying that Xi Jinping invited Trump to come to China, although no mention of whether Xi Jinping has agreed to go over to the United States.
And Katrina, what about this fallout between Donald Trump and Elon Musk? How's that being perceived in China, given ties there?
I think people are fascinated and just as amused as anyone else across the world. Elon Musk is particularly well known here in China because he has his largest Tesla factory outside of the United States located in Shanghai, and that's brought him tremendous success and a lot of revenue for Tesla. Recently, though, his sales numbers from that factory have not been looking so good. It's facing increasing competition from Chinese brands. So this news of the fallout, it can't be helpful to those figures. And others here in China are worried about another thing, and that is that Trump, by and large, is surrounded by China hawks, a lot of government officials who are suspicious, even hostile towards Beijing, whereas Elon Musk was one of the few in his circle who had close ties, relatively, to the Chinese government, a good relationship, a good history there, and who could be in Trump's ear, perhaps influencing him to, if not maintain positive ties, at least stable ties with China. So there are some fears now that Elon Musk has fallen out of favor that could affect the larger bilateral relationship.
All right, many thanks for that. Katrina Yu in Beijing.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.